Welcome, here I've got VIVO Y11s and I'm gonna show you the top tricks of its camera. So at first we have to tap on the camera button here to open it, and for now we are in the standard photo mode. Let's see what we've got here. Let me start with this settings bar. Here we can change the modes of this camera. We have the panoramic mode, portrait, standard photo, video, and by going to the right to more we get access to other modes, the live photo, slow motion, time-lapse, pro and dog. So this is a lot. I don't have much time to speak about all of these modes now. I suggest you to making experiments with that and just have a good fun. Now let me show you one of my favorite, the live photo. By tapping on this we get access to it, and when we take a picture in this mode we get 2-in-1, so we get the photo and the short clip at the same time. Let me show you how it works by taking a picture. To see it, let's move to the left corner at the bottom to this button, so we get quick access to the gallery. Here we have some short information that this is the live photo and this is the picture. When we tap on it a little bit longer, we can see the short clip. As you can see, this is how it looks like. Now let's go back to the camera. Let's go back from live photo to standard photo by tapping on this X letter here. So here we are again, and here let's start by tapping on the screen anywhere like that. As you can see, we get access to this kind of square, so this is the focusing. We can focus anywhere we need at the picture, and this is connected with this small sun icon from the right. When we tap on this sun a little bit longer, we get access to some extra slider with the exposure compensation. So here we can manage the light of our photo. By going up, we can make our picture much brighter. By going down, we can make it more dark. So this is how to use this here. And by tapping on the screen anywhere, we can easily go back to the auto, so there's no problem to do it. Now let's move to these buttons here. Here we can manage the lenses of this camera. So the basic one, this is the standard lens, and we can get closer. As you can see, this is connected with zoom, so when we tap on it a little bit longer, we get access to this zoom slider. We can also zoom by using two fingers like that, but I think when we use this slider we can be more precisely. So this is how it works here. Let's stay on the standard lens and let's move to the right to this lens. When we pick this, we get access to the bokeh lens. So this is useful when we want to take a portrait and blur the background. Now let's go back from this and let's move to this settings bar. Let me start with the second button from the left. This is the flash. Here we can turn it on the auto, so the camera recognizes when it's needed, when it's too dark. We can also turn it on every time we take a picture. Here we have also access to the fill light, so to the torch, and we can turn it off. So let's stay on this now. Now let's move to this button at the center. By just one tap we can turn on and turn off the HDR option here, and this is useful because the HDR helps to improve the details in the brightest and darkest areas of our photos. So I suggest you to use this when you can, because it really helps to making our photos just more beautiful and lightful. Now I don't need this because I don't have really cool conditions to taking photos. And let's move to the next one button. Here we have access to the filters. As you can see, we have this slider and we can make our picture just more beautiful before we take it, so we can pick whatever we like here. We can also use this slider to adjust the intensity of the filter, so this is also a really cool thing. Now let's stay on the original one and let's move to the right corner to this button. When we pick this, we can open the advanced camera settings. So this is a lot. Let me show you a few of them. Let's start with the sound. Here, by using this button, we can turn off the camera sounds and another tap to turn them on. This is how it works. Now let's move to the geographic locations. Also by using this button we can turn it on and off, and this option allows us to save the information about the place where we take a picture in the details about it. Also here the important information is that to make it work correctly, when we want to save the actual location of our photo, we have to be connected with the internet, for example the Wi-Fi, and we have to turn on the location of this device to make it work. So remember about these two parameters. Now let me keep this turned on. Let's go back to the camera and take another picture. Let's go again to the gallery here to the left corner at the bottom. This is our picture. When we tap on the center, we get access to the gallery options, and to check its location we have to go to this button here at the center with I letter. And here we have the details. Location is at the 3rd position, so we can check the full address. As you can see, greetings from Krakow, Poland. Now let's go back. Let's go back to the camera and to the settings in the right corner. And let's move to the photo settings, and at the first place here we have the photo size. When we pick this, we can manage the ratio of this camera. Now we are in 4:3 ratio. Let's pick the full one and let's go back to the camera. As you can see, the background has changed to the longer one, to the full one. This is how it looks like. When we go back to the settings in the right corner to the photo size, we can pick also the 16:9 ratio, and in the camera preview it looks like that. The next one available here in the photo size is 1:1, so this is the square one, as you can see. And of course there's no problem to go back to the original one, 4:3. Let's just tap on this here in the photo size, and to remind you, this is how it looks like. Now let's stay here and pick the countdown. Here by tapping on this we can turn on the camera timer, and we can delay of taking picture. We can pick 3, 5 or 10 seconds of delay. Now let me pick 3 seconds to show you how it works. Let's go again to the camera and take another picture. Here we have the countdown, and the picture was taken with 3 seconds of delay. So let's go back to the settings in the right corner. Let's turn the countdown off. And let's move to the framing lines option. By using this button we can turn them on and off. So these are the grid lines of this camera. Let me keep this turned on. Let's see it in the camera preview. It shows us these lines. This is useful, for example, when we want to use the rule of thirds in photography or making experiments with composition. Also remember that these lines are not visible at the real picture. So when I take a photo and when I go here to the left corner at the bottom, again to the gallery to see our picture, we can't see the grid lines. So the grid lines are only to help us taking better pictures. Of course, when we don't need this, we can easily go back to the settings in the right corner and use this button with framing lines to turn them off. So now they have gone. Now let's go back to the settings in the right corner. Let's slide down and pick the shooter. When we tap on this, we get access to some extra option with touch. When we use this button, we can turn it on and off, and this option allows us to take a picture without touching the shutter anywhere at the screen we like. So let me keep this turned on. Let's go back to the camera. Now we don't have to use this button. We can take a photo anywhere at the screen we tap. So this is a really cool option here. And we have also one extra tip. We can also take a picture by tapping on this volume keys here. So this is one extra option. Now let's go back to the settings. Let's slide down and pick the watermark. When we tap on this, we can add the time watermark and also the model watermark. By using these buttons we can turn it on and off. As you can see, we can add just one of this, we can add both at the same time. Let me keep this turned on. Let's go back to the camera to take a picture to see the watermarks at it. Let's move again to the gallery now. So this is our photo and the watermarks are at the bottom. So let's get closer to it. From the left we have the VIVO Y11s watermark, so the device, and from the right we have the timestamp. So this is how it works here. Now let's go back to the camera. Of course, we can easily go back to the settings in the right corner, slide and pick the watermark to turn it off. So for now, when we take another picture, all of this should be not visible at it. And after managing all of these settings, sometimes we want to go back to the auto settings and start using this from the beginning. We can do it by using the last one thing I want to show you, reset settings. When we pick this one and confirm, all of this goes back to the auto. And that's all. Thanks for watching, subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up.